Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be about the bunny, and I've had loads of questions about her, whether she's staying, all of this sort of thing, and it's been absolutely ages since you've seen her, and I'm sorry about that. I have been doing some updates on my Facebook page, but I've been pretty bad in general at updating you with what was going on with her. So we did take her to my vet when we found Gizmo's cyst. Basically, I took her along at the same time, and she had a checkup, didn't you? And the vet had a look. She actually stayed still, because when I tried to sex her, she just would not stay still. And yeah, basically, she went to the vets and she was good as gold, and she stayed absolutely dead still. So we finally got to sex her, and she is a little girl. Now, the vet put her at about at over 6 months old, so she's not a baby, but we have absolutely no clue how old she is. But she's really healthy. The vet checked her teeth, there's no spurs or anything like that, and she is absolutely healthy, which is awesome. So she had her checkup, and because she was really healthy, we made an appointment and got her spayed. So she has been done. She also had her vaccinations, so she's now vaccinated against myxomatosis and VHD, which is really important in bunnies that live in the UK. In the US and Canada and other places, vaccinations aren't available. So I do have a video on vaccinations if you want to know more information about that, but it's only really relevant to those of you living in the UK. And I'm not sure about other countries, so you would need to check your local, rabbit forums, and rescues and stuff would know. So check if that's something that you feel might be available in your country. So spays are really important with girl bunnies especially. It is really important to get rabbits neutered and spayed, but especially with girl rabbits, because otherwise there is a 80% chance of them developing uterine cancers, which is really, really bad, and 80% of rabbits develop these by the time they're 4 years old. So basically, you can prevent an 80% chance of them dying prematurely just by getting them spayed. It is expensive, but it's a one-off cost, so it is definitely something worth doing. Now I'm just feeding her some pellets. My other girls are on a pelletless diet under I spoke to my vet very closely about it, and we worked out a diet for them because they are a little on the chubby side. Now this girl is on pellets. She is on the Supreme Science pellets, but she normally has it in a treat ball, so she rolls it around and works for it. But at the moment I'm giving her little bits just to keep her still. But yeah, she doesn't have very many pellets, but she does have some. And we finally decided on a name for her, which is Heidi. And I thought it was a really cute name that suited her really well, because she's absolutely adorable. I did announce it on Facebook, but I haven't spoken about her for a while on YouTube. To be honest, I've been very busy, haven't I? I've been busy with work, and the weather has been really lovely here, so I've been getting loads and loads of jobs done. And also, everyone seems to have a birthday this month, so I've been going to a lot of birthday things as well. Yes. My boyfriend also has his birthday coming up. So yeah, that's all the updates I think with Heidi. She's now vaccinated and spayed, and she's settled in really, really well. Oh, I've bought her a run, haven't I? So you can go out in the garden on nice days. I'm still trying to work on more permanent housing for her. I still haven't quite got that sorted out. So she's still living in the cage that her last cage tour was on. So the CNC cage. So yeah, that's where she's living at the moment. But we have decided that she will be staying with us. Yes, because she's settled in very well, and she's a very happy bunny. So she will be staying with us, and we've fallen absolutely in love with her, haven't we? She's a right monkey, aren't you? Yes. So that's all her updates. With the guinea pigs, Gizmo's cyst has not changed. I did a piggy vlog as my last video, and nothing's really changed since then. We did have a case of mites, which must have came in on the hay, but I've treated them all with ivermectin, and now they're absolutely fine. So that's good that we got rid of those, because they're not very nice and they can cause issues, can't they? The big girls are doing well. Ruby does have respiratory issues, which she's had ongoing for a very long time now. Well, since we brought her home. She's always been going to and from the vets with respiratory issues. So we're still kind of managing that. But, hello. But nothing's really changed with that. We're just kind of managing it as it happens. The piggies are fine. Sheldon's absolutely fine. Sheldon's been going out on nice days and really, really enjoying going in the garden and eating all the fresh weeds and stuff that he can. Who else is there? Vladimir's not doing so well, but then again, he hasn't been doing for a while. He's still just getting older and he's still going, but he is a bit rickety now. He's showing his age basically, and I don't know if we'll have him for much longer, but he's still very much loved. He still comes out and plays on his wheel and runs around and enjoys his mealworms, and he's still very happy, but he's just a bit rickety. I think that's pretty much it. That's the piggies, the bunnies, the hammies and Sheldon. So yeah, not much really to update you guys with. Thank goodness. We've been pretty good for not having any health issues. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if some of you would be interested in knowing the cost of what Heidi's had done, because yeah, it's basically the cost of having a new rabbit, even though she was completely unexpected. She just turned up in our garden. So I guess I will do a official adoption video for her soon, because I'm guessing she's going to be staying as part of the family. What is it? I know you want to... She's being an absolute monkey because she wants her pellets, don't you? So I keep all of the pets... No, you can play with that there, look. I keep all of the pets' vet information in here. I'll just show you really quickly. Look at all these cute post-it notes. So I keep all their information. They've got a section in here where I keep all the vet invoices and stuff. So like I said, I basically just keep all of the pet information in here, and it's just got all their vet information. So which animal went to the vet on what date, what they did, what medicine they got given, and how much it cost, just so I can keep track of where they've been, what they've done, who's had what, because it can be hard to remember sometimes, especially for me, because my memory is absolutely rubbish. So yeah, her vaccinations and her checkup all together cost £81.97, which is quite a lot actually. The vaccinations are normally about £50 from my vet, so that's definitely something to consider if you're thinking of bringing a rabbit home, because it's going to be an ongoing cost every year. They're going to need their combined vaccine, at least in the UK anyway. So with 3 rabbits, I'm going to be paying out £150 a year just in vaccinations. Now, the spay operation is a one-off cost, so that's not too much of a worry because you've only got to come up with the money once. And her operation came to £93.93, and that was with, she got given Metacam for a few days after the surgery, because especially in female rabbits, it's quite an invasive surgery, obviously in their tummies, so you've got to be a bit careful, and you know, stretching up and stuff like that. So we were a bit worried with her because she was licking her stitches, or her they used like a glue, didn't they? So yeah, she was licking those, so I was a bit worried at one point, but in the end it healed up very nicely. But she did have to be in quite a confined area for 10 days until she completely healed. Now my vet is really, really good, and they do provide free post-op care. So she did have 2 checkups for free after her surgery, which was really good. We went back 3 days after her surgery to see how it had initially started healing on the outside, but obviously it wouldn't be healed in the inside in that time. So we went back again 10 days after her operation to basically see how she was, check it was still healing all right, and to give her the all clear. And they signed her off, and they said that they were very happy with her. She kept her wound very clean, didn't you? And she didn't open up the stitches or anything like that, and they were very happy with her. So it was a bit scary having her spay. I guess I will insert some clips or something up here if I've worked out how to do that on my editing software. For the first day after her operation, she was really, really groggy, and then the next day she still wasn't back to herself. She was eating a tiny bit, but she wasn't anywhere near eating as much as she normally would. But then again, she wasn't doing anywhere near as much exercise, so I was worried about her to begin with. But she did take a while to get back to normal, which makes me think maybe she's a little bit older. Maybe she's a couple of years old, because young animals tend to bounce back a bit quicker. But yeah, it might just be her. But she was fine after that, and then she started slowly eating more and more, and then come the end of the 10 days, she was a nightmare because she really wanted to get out and run around. It was horrible having to keep her in a relatively confined space, because obviously if she moved around too much, the vet advised me against letting her out, because all that twisting and turning and zooming around and binkying could mean that her stitches would open up. So she did have to be in a confined space, which wasn't very nice for her, and it wasn't very nice for me because it meant she was digging at the fleeces, she was chewing everything, she was biting the bars, she was generally being a little monkey. Come over here, because you're being very cute and I want everyone to see you being so cute. So yeah, and then all the checkups after that were free, and they basically just said that she was doing really well and she was healing nicely. Come up here. You've eaten all your food now, so now you're going to realise I don't have any more food. And then jump down, aren't you? So yeah, that is the updates with Bunny. It's very exciting, and we've decided that we will keep her, haven't we? Yes. So hopefully we'll be sorting out some more permanent accommodation soon. I'd like to get her out like in a little playhouse with an attached run or something like that, really. The vet actually advised that I house her outside because they said that it'd be healthier with the fresh air and the sun. They get some vitamin D and it's good for their nails and their teeth and stuff like that. So they actually advised that I housed her outside, especially in the summer when it's nice and mild. I might bring her in the winter, depending. But yeah, my girls are absolutely fine outside. In fact, my girls are housed outside because mainly because of Ruby's respiratory issues. It's much healthier for her to be outside with the fresh air rather than inside where the air can get quite stale. There's not the air circulation, and also they can have more room outside. I don't have the biggest house, so I can provide them much more space outside than I can inside, and I'm lucky enough to live in a mild part of the world where the weather is never too extreme. It's never too cold or too hot, really. It gets a little bit frosty in the winter, but that's really about it. The UK has really quite a mild climate. But now I'm kind of rambling. So yes, at some point I would consider introducing her to Ruby and Shindig, but it kind of depends. Oh, you found another treat ball. Come up here. But it kind of depends, to be honest. Bunnies are notoriously difficult to bond, and females are kind of the dominant ones in the rabbit world. Females are the bosses, so having 3 of them together could be trouble, and I'm not sure how well that would work, to be honest. But I could always ask the help of a rescue, because they're going to have the neutral territory and the time and stuff to introduce them. So I would consider it. I'd have to think it through a lot more first and do a lot more research and see if it was right for the girls and if their personalities would go well together, because I wouldn't want to risk Ruby and Shindig's relationship. So I think that's pretty much it with updates, and thank you for being so patient about the videos. I know I haven't uploaded a huge amount recently. I've been super busy, but I have got a lot planned, and I am hoping to get some filmed soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye! Can you pause the thingy while I just film the end? The microwave.
1 minute.